Hi there, friends. My name is Jess, and welcome to Kissed by Bliss. Soulful radiance for your everyday flow. Burning the candle at both ends, yet yearning to put the spark back in your heart? You've just found your match. Here on Kissed by Bliss, we're passionate about nurturing your entire being, cultivating true happiness, and having those raw, real conversations that resonate with real life moments. In each episode, we'll journey through the mind, body, and soul to ignite your inner fire and reveal your most radiant self. Together, we'll unlock the secrets to living a life that's both prosperous and soul-satisfying. So, if you're buckled up and ready to go, Kissed by Bliss starts now. Hi there, and welcome to another episode of Kissed by Bliss. I'm your host, Jessica Suzanne. I am so excited that you are here with me today. Whether you are a regular listener or joining us for the very first time, you are in for a treat, my friend. Today, we're setting sail on a journey that's close to my heart, a journey that completely transformed my life and that I believe has the power to transform yours as well. I know that there are many of you out there that are searching for something more, like I was, that spark that will ignite your soul and help you to become everything that you know you are capable of becoming. In today's episode, we are going to decode why self-help tactics can often leave you back at square one and how we can break this cycle for good. We'll discover what's really holding you back from living your best, most blissful life. We'll explore the 3D, 4D, and 5D consciousness and why leveling up will change everything, and so much more, including a very special kiss of bliss that you won't want to miss. So I don't know about you, but does it ever feel like you are doing all of these things to help yourself feel better? You know, diets, workouts, meditations, coaches, retreats, self-help books, podcasts, courses, all these things, right? Which seem to help for a short amount of time, but then we can feel that we end up back at square one time and time again. And if you're nodding your head yes, you're not alone in feeling this way. We are constantly being shown, new things that claim to help us feel, do, and become better. Follow this plan, drink this juice, eat this diet, wear this outfit, inject this filler, use this biohack, see this therapist, trust this doctor. And we search and search for the magic person, place, or thing that will finally help us feel more alive, more like ourselves, more complete. Yet many still remain empty. So why do you think this is? That's exactly what we're going to get into today. I spent the first half of my life this way, searching for the perfect magic carpet that would pick me up and take me to paradise. However, that magic carpet never came. And quite honestly, I got tired of waiting. And so I decided I'm going to take matters into my own hands. I took a life inventory, dissecting every single thing that wasn't working for my highest outcome. The thoughts, behaviors, actions that were keeping me from becoming the highest version of who I wanted to be. I got real, committing to unlearn, unravel, and release everything I wasn't so that I could become everything I truly am. Has it been easy? No. Did it work? Yes. Was it worth it? 1,000,000 times yes. What I'm about to share with you is a path that will give you your power back. It will allow you to create your very own magic carpet and take it wherever your heart desires. It will show you how to overcome every limitation that is currently stopping you, and that would ever stop you from becoming everything you want to become and more. So, let's dive in, shall we? In the first 2 episodes, you heard me talking about awakening to your most radiant potential, about becoming limitless and aligning with your divinity. But what does all this mean? Some may say, the awakening path just isn't for me. And that is perfectly okay. However, for those who are ready, it is available to all of us. No matter if you are homeless on the street corner and decide you want to make something of your life, or you're a high-level executive making millions of dollars a year, awakening is your path to true liberation and freedom in every aspect of your life, from your internal struggles to your external achievements. Awakening is your one-way ticket to Blissville. So what exactly is awakening? Simply put, it is increasing your consciousness, aka your awareness, to see yourself and the world from the highest perspective possible. In return, rewarding you with the highest reality possible. It's looking within to see what's not working in your life, what's holding you down, what's holding you back from who you innately know you are capable of becoming, and living the life you know you are capable of living. It's having the courage to come face to face with yourself, your pain, your misunderstandings, your fears, your doubts, and take full responsibility for your life and your choices. Ultimately knowing that nothing on the outside can do it for you. It is a spiritual path that you yourself must decide to embark on. We can have these helpers and we can be guided and taught and shown the way, but to actually heal our hearts and awaken to our potential is our own individual responsibility. And for those who choose to answer this call to adventure, to liberation, to complete freedom of the mind, body, and soul, to choose to find out who you are beyond the material realm, beyond the daily distractions and responsibilities. Both Kissed by Bliss and myself are here to support you in not only making that happen, but to make it as simple as possible for you to achieve everything you desire and more. The KBB, Kissed by Bliss, Radiant Soul Path, simply put, is the path of the soul's awakening. From limitation to fulfillment, from lack to abundance, from head to heart, from fear to love, from self-doubt to personal power, from silence to speaking truth, from feeling alone to realizing we are never alone, from one-mindedness to open-mindedness. It's realizing that each lower level thought, emotion, and action has an opposite higher level thought, emotion, and action, and that we can surrender the negative and attune to the positive in any given moment. Now, all this being said, it may sound simple, and yes, I am here to deliver it in a simple way, but the fact of the matter is, it's not easy. And as we begin to let go of everything we no longer are, the ego does anything it can to try to hang on. That's because the ego's main job is to keep us safe. You know, it was given to us to escape predators in the primitive days, releasing our flight or fight response when we needed to get out of harm's way. But it got a little too big for its britches and now wants to try to control every aspect of our life, keeping us confined to our little box, never wanting us to leave the box, take leaps, or step outside the box, because that would be uncomfortable and that would jeopardize our safety. But instead of keeping us safe, the ego can keep us small, teaming up with our subconscious mind, the part of our mind that stores our past hurts, our traumas, our dramas, and the negative experiences that haven't been fully processed and are still fighting for center stage. And together, the ego and the subconscious form the small self, which in turn can make us believe that we aren't worthy of our desires, that we are crazy to think that we could ever achieve such a thing, convincing us never to start until everything is perfect, suggesting that we compare ourselves to others, driving us towards addictions, distractions, and information overload that keeps us busy, but that never really moves us forward, doing what it thinks is best to keep us safe inside our familiar box. So when we try to leap and create this change in our life, it's like we have a bungee cord attached to us, and the small self pulls us right back into the box. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Straight to jail you go. Except in this case, jail is really the prison of our own mind, making it feel almost impossible to make the choices we so desperately want and need, finding ourselves taking 3 steps forward only to fall back into the box time and time again. This is why all of these external things that we are doing are never giving us the progress, the fulfillment, and the completeness that we ultimately seek. Because you see, we must clear out the weeds from our inner garden if we ever want our outer life to bloom. It is only when we cultivate this bliss within that we will ever find the bliss without. And always know, that this is all a natural part of the growth process. Our small self isn't trying to harm us. It's just operating on outdated information and priorities. By recognizing the patterns of the small self, you can start to see that the small self's limitations are not your true identity. You can begin to feel empowered knowing that you hold the key to your own box, and you, and only you, can be the one to unlock it. And that's where the Radiant Soul Path comes in. You can think of it as your personal GPS on this adventure of self-discovery and growth. It is a roadmap that helps you navigate your own unique adventure, your own unique journey, your own unique evolution. It's like having a trusted friend in your back pocket, guiding you as you do the work to unlock your true potential. The Radiant Soul Path is timeless in its workings, meaning no matter who you are, how old you are, where you are, what you are doing, where you are going, this path will work for you. It will mend the cracks of limitation, filling them with love and light, and sending you towards a world of peace, prosperity, and ultimately, bliss. So get excited, because if you're up for the deep dive, you'll certainly be rewarded in ways beyond your imagination. Now that we've explored the concept of the small self and its limitations, let's dive deeper into the power that lies within, a power that has been with you all along, waiting to be awakened. This power is called the divine flame within. It's the essence of who you truly are. And so I want you to imagine a tiny spark of light in your heart. In every moment, through every experience, it is trying to ignite and light the way for you to become all that you dream to be. This spark communicates through feelings in response to your daily experiences. These responses, often called triggers, stem from the unhealed emotions of our past and the limited mind of the ego. For instance, let's say we're on the road and we're getting so angry at these drivers who just seem to be, in their own little world. They're not paying attention. Like they're literally there to drive us crazy. And we claim that if these drivers would just drive better, I would have less stress and my day would become better. We blame the drivers for our unhappy mood, when in reality, the only reason we are getting so angry at these drivers is because our soul is showing us that we have anger to heal within. And what happens is when we ignore our feelings by numbing them or blaming outside circumstances, we create debris that covers our soul's spark, preventing it from igniting into the divine flame it's meant to become. As we make the choice to walk the spiritual path that we are talking about today and take full responsibility for our own feelings, looking at them, asking deeper questions to find out where are they really coming from, and then expressing ourselves in a healthy way, the debris begins to lift and our divine flame can take flight, lighting the way for your most radiant, free, peaceful, loving, blissful self to come alive. So let's dive in to the radiant soul path, guiding you from the limitations of your small self to the expansive potential of your soul self. You can look at this as your personal journey, or better yet, your personal staircase through the 7 main energy centers within the body, aka the chakras, to access higher levels of consciousness, allowing you to see the world, to see yourself and others from a higher, more loving, and overall positive perspective. You can think of it as upgrading your operating system of your mind, body, and soul, and moving from, just surviving to a place of truly thriving. To make this easy to grasp, let's think of your consciousness as a building. At each level, we'll ignite the corresponding chakras, and you'll learn how to recognize where you are, your current state, and how you can climb higher so that you can start creating the life that you've always dreamed of, but better. I'm going to give you a brief breakdown of each floor, i.e. the levels of consciousness. And as we go further together in future episodes, you'll learn how to unlock each one in greater detail. So, 3D consciousness. If we are imagining our consciousness as this 3-story building, the first 3 chakras, the root, the sacral, and the solar plex, are like the ground floor and the basement. And so I like to think of the bottom floor as the physical world, the earthly material matters that fill up our life. You're mostly focused on day-to-day survival and immediate needs. You may feel like you don't have a soul purpose or have the motivation to find it. Your actions are often driven by fear and doubt or past hurts. And you might find yourself reacting to life's challenges instead of responding thoughtfully. And so it's kind of like being on autopilot, letting our habits and our patterns, aka the small self, run the show. The goal, is to recognize when we are in this state so that we can begin to climb the stairs to higher levels of awareness, which is our consciousness and our personal growth. The second floor, this is where your heart opens up and you begin to move out of your small self and into your soul self, welcoming in 4D consciousness. So this means that you are now operating with 4 chakras instead of just 3. And so living in 4D consciousness is like opening the curtains and letting the sunshine in. Your life begins to have significant changes for the better. You start to feel better, look better, think better, and even sleep better. Honestly, it's like upgrading to you 2.0. And so in this heart-centered state, your nervous system calms down, bringing more peace into your everyday life. Your intuition becomes stronger and more reliable. You find it easier to forgive and let go of past hurts. You naturally begin to attract more positive experiences and people. You start creating a reality that aligns more with your true self and desires. And so, while this is a wonderful, amazing place to be, the journey does not stop here. Now we are going to ascend, right? To reach higher, to climb higher, to allow our soul to lift higher. And we are going to go into the penthouse. And this is where things get really magical. This is 5D consciousness and beyond. And this is where your upper chakras come alive, your throat, your third eye, and your crown. And now this is like upgrading from you 2.0 to you infinity. And living in these higher states of consciousness is literally like having a penthouse view of life. You experience frequent moments of joy and bliss. Synchronicities become a regular part of your day. You feel a deep sense of purpose and alignment with your life's mission. Your manifestation powers are on overdrive, meaning your thoughts become things more quickly, in the best way possible, by the way. And you feel this unshakable sense of peace, even when life gets stormy. And so as we conclude our exploration of the Radiant Soul Path, keep in mind that our goal is not perfection, but harmony. We're not seeking to eradicate our small self, but to beautifully blend it with our soul self. When a caterpillar becomes a butterfly, it doesn't lose its body, it just gains wings. And so just like us, when we grow spiritually, we don't stop being human. We just gain the ability to rise above our everyday worries and limitations. Whereas before, we might have felt stuck, that our feet are in quicksand, like the caterpillar with its tiny little legs. But now, on the other side of our Radiant Soul Path, we have wings that will help you to fly high and become the radiant soul that the divine created you to be. And now for your kiss of bliss. Close your eyes and picture yourself standing in a beautiful garden. The air is warm and you can smell the pretty flowers all around you. As you stand here, you begin to feel a tingling sensation between your shoulder blades. And this feeling begins to grow stronger, spreading across your entire back. And suddenly you realize you have wings. Beautiful, iridescent, butterfly wings. These wings represent your radiant soul self, fully awakened and ready to soar. As you gently move them, you feel incredibly light and free. All the limitations that you once felt have suddenly melted away. As you rise into the air, you feel a sense of peace and joy washing over you. You can see your life spread out before you, but it looks different now. The colors are more vivid, the possibilities endless. As you glide through the air, you realize that your thoughts are clearer, your intuition is stronger, you're able to make decisions with ease, guided by your wisdom. Your daily life is infused with bliss. And as you continue to fly, you feel a deep sense of trust in the universe. You know that you're always supported, always guided, and always loved. As you come back down and your feet touch the ground, know that this radiant soul, this beautiful butterfly version of you, is always within you. Carry this vision with you and know that this is not just a dream. It's the real you waiting to unfold. Until next time, keep shining bright, sending love, hugs, and high vibes. I will chat with you soon. Mwah! Hi there, friends. My name is Jess, and welcome to Kissed by Bliss. Soulful radiance for your everyday flow. Burning the candle at both ends, yet yearning to put the spark back in your heart? You've just found your match. Here on Kissed by Bliss, we're passionate about nurturing your entire being, cultivating true happiness, and having those raw, real conversations that resonate with real-life moments. In each episode, we'll journey through the mind, body, and soul to ignite your inner fire and reveal your most radiant self. Together, we'll unlock the secrets to living a life that's both prosperous and soul-satisfying. So, if you're buckled up and ready to go, Kissed by Bliss starts now.